Hey guys, Thunderset here, and I'm trying to bring you a new deck that uses the skill Warrior Sacrifice, revolves around Silent Swordsman, but Konami just doesn't want that to happen. They're such a brain-dead company, it makes me sick. So we just had maintenance last night. With this maintenance, they completely broke replays. I can only save one replay at a time. I got tons of replays for this deck looking awesome just immediately, and then it did feel too good to be true, and of course it was. I go and look back, Konami's only saving one replay at a time. It's like, how do you break your own game? I get you guys aren't improving, but just don't break it at least. So it's pretty embarrassing for them. They weren't even doing anything with the replay system. Now it's completely bugged, making this really hard for me. So I still have one replay, I guess. So I'm going to show that, see if I even have time to do a live duel or what have you. Really relied on having the time to make the replays, so it might be a little shorter for this video today until I can figure out a way to get around this while we wait what will likely be many months before Konami even fixes this bug or even acknowledges it. So it's going to be rough sailing for a while, and here they are expecting us just to dig into a new box, so pretty frustrating. But we'll go over what this deck does when it's going well regardless. So it's about Silent Swordsman. We're using Warrior Sacrifice, which when your life points are lower than your opponent's and you have no cards, so it's a little tricky to use, you get to discard a Silent Swordsman, target one monster your opponent controls. It loses that much attack till the end phase. You think with the skill it's so hard to use it would be permanent, but it's just till the end phase, so that's a little lame. But we are using ways around it, especially with our Light Warrior in the graveyard. We're using Noble Knight Shield Bearer. When this card is normal summon, you can banish one Light Warrior monster in your graveyard, draw one card. Very useful for this deck because we're using all Light Warriors, so we need that draw power to really fuel our Silent Swordsman, fuel our Karma Cuts, things like that. And we are using Silent Sword Slash, fully committed to the Silent Swordsman archetype, and we're running 3 level 7s, which is something you usually don't use, but with Warrior Sacrifice it gives them a little more use. As for another Light Warrior, I just peppered in Rocket Warrior. He's probably a very old card, and he's not the best, but he does have some dynamic effects, so you won't take any damage and he can't be destroyed when you're attacking during your own battle phase. And if you attack into something, you won't take damage, you won't get destroyed, then you'll lower that monster by 500. So he's okay. He's a Light Warrior. He's just fodder for our Swordsman and fodder for our Shield Bearer, so it works out nice. And then on top of that, like I said, we just have that Karma Cut for those Shiranui level augments that are all the rage. We have Crystal Avatar, which is Kaiba. It'll special summon itself as a Light Warrior. It'll match the attack of whatever you're fighting. It's all, you gotta pay some life points. Or no, its attack is greater than or equal to the life points special summon. He's a pretty complicated card. You don't really use it too much, and it doesn't count as a warrior in the graveyard, so it's just peppered in there to use it. And we finish off with 2 Floodgates for a little more protection, just support around Silent Swordsman. So I'll see what I can do about this immediate video. I saw the one replay, it didn't use the skill at all, but shame on you, Konami. How do you let this happen? Pretty annoying. I don't even know when they're even gonna find out about this bug, so let me know if you guys are doing the same bug. I'll try Steam and see if Steam lets me save replays, but until then, hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Okay, let's try to sneak a live duel in here. We're fighting a Jesse, going second. He's using what looks like 30 cards with Obelisk and Grit. Pretty weird deck. Pretty good starting hand for us though. Would have been better if we were going first, because you know he's going to use some spell cards. But what are you going to do? Okay, so it is Crystron's. They did nerf Transcendent Crystals, but I guess he's using Grit. So he's starting with a Smiter. It's going to take forever to do this play. Or maybe not. Basic. It's a weird amount of back row for a 30 card Crystron deck. We'll work with it. So we'll set this boy. We'll special summon this boy. We're still going to be able to threaten the Citri even with a little monster. So we'll tribute that boy. There we go. He's thinking about his plays. So now he has to go into the, what's it called? Amatrix? Something like that. And it will flip us to defense, but that's no real big deal. That'll actually save us some life points. And then we'll bring out our 2800. So he really has to follow up properly with another tuner and more plays into, like, say, a Quarion Gandrix or something stronger to get over our Silent Swordsman. So there's the Amatrix. Flip us to defense. We still have a Floodgate if he does try to bring anything bigger out too. He might have a Cosmic Cyclone, I think, though. Which would be weird for a Grit deck. But people make weird decisions sometimes. So we gain at every draw phase. Normal summons a Smiger. So use his effect to destroy himself and bring out a tuner. He'll probably be a level 2. Nope, he's going with the 3. So now he just needs a level 1 tuner. Oh, no level 1 tuner. Weird play. That gives him a Paladin Zectron play, I guess. But it's not really gonna save him. So maybe he has a Treacherous or something. Some sort of trap, giving him a delay that he's gonna rely on, maybe. So we get to summon our boy. So remember, we can't use our skill till our life points are lower, and we don't have any cards. But we're gonna have a whole another, we're gonna draw 2. We're gonna get another Silent Swordsman out, it's gonna be all of it. So that's a pretty good follow-up too. We're really getting all our monsters. Riding this one Floodgate. Here we're gonna hit him with, because I mean we're not even gonna need to Floodgate the Paladin Zectron. Banish a monster, draw 1 card. Hopefully we get a Karma Cut. Nope. Man, where are our Karma Cuts? We run 3 of them. So here we're gonna tribute this boy. So now we can threaten the Ryan. Or destroy the Amatrix first. So I don't know if the Paladin Zectron, I don't think the Paladin Zectron saves the Amatrix. I think he only protects himself. And running this many level 7s, you know, we're always gonna have a level 7 to use. So he has to use the Ryan. Pretty sure it's just Paladin Zectron. It's really the only machine 6 that we can produce. I'm sure there's more, but... So that's the Paladin Zectron. We could Floodgate it, but we don't even need to. He's really not that threatening. We're not gonna kamikaze our little Silent Swordsman yet, though. We want to use his effect too. So we'll just swing into the Amatrix. Because the Paladin Zectron isn't going anywhere this turn. So we gotta just give him that. No, he gets to summon a tuner, I think. Nope, just a Smiger. Which will eventually become any tuner he wants, really. But I have a feeling he's not really running level 1 tuners. so now he needs to destroy his powered Insectron, and no, there's no way he has a level 4 tuner. Pretty interesting. I don't know what he's gonna do, really. Five synchro, which would that be? Armades, right? Pretty much. There's no real destructive 5 synchro. Oh, another Amatrix. Okay, so that's gonna take my boys down, but he's just gonna summon another one. So still not a full out for him, really. 2 Amatrix too, pretty interesting. But again, we don't even need to use our floodgate. Looks like he's just gonna swing and set some Crystron impacts. So it shouldn't be too complicated for us. So swings at that point. We're gonna bring him out from the deck. Nice and easy. What kind of delay does he have now? It might be multiple. So he destroys our one. Oh, we still have another. And there's finally our Karma Cut, guys. Now we're really protected against any monster he's gonna swing out at us. We're gonna keep our Rocket Warrior in our hand, because he is valuable. We only have about 6 monsters in our deck that we can normal summon, so he is very valuable. And he wouldn't really do anything this turn, so we'll just let the Silent Swordsman do the dirty work for now. Finally broke that grit. Just gotta give him another Citri. I guess Rocket Warrior could have attacked that, but still no biggie. He's already used 2 Amatrix, 3 in his extra deck left. Oh, he's gonna use his Citri into a what? Samurai Destroyer. Even Samurai Destroyer is not big enough though. Very tough for this guy. 2800 monsters, so really proving trouble. Okay, Sulfanir banishes a Rosinix. We do have a live Karma Cut. Special summons the Sulfanir, destroys the Sulfanir. So he has 2 left. At most, he could have what? A Vermilion Dragon Mech and a Quarion Gandrix, probably. So nothing too much smaller out. It's gonna be just removal at this point. It's like I couldn't pick a slower deck to fight to do this. Konami, I'm very tilted by this replay fiasco. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, playing the play is better than this. What are you gonna do? We're gonna aim for the Ryan because we're not really scared of the samurai, like any of that. We're really not scared of any of this. And I doubt he's saving back row to use for his Ryan, so we're just gonna set this and just really be done with everything. So here. Go ahead and swing at the Ryan, because he's limited to 2 now, so we're really just trying to cut down on his tuners. He only has 2 in his extra deck though, so he's really struggling. I think what he was expecting me to do was destroy the Samurai Destroyer, and that way he could summon another Ryan and go for that Koyon Yandrix finally. But we're not going to give him that just yet. As long as we can end this turn with our Silent Sword Slash live, we're going to be looking real good, guys. What are you gonna do? Destroy your own Samurai Destroyer with your Thirst Burn? Because he still has like a deck's worth of cards left in his deck, so he could have a whole nother deck. Okay, now he's sniping off his own Samurai Destroyer, who did nothing but drain his resources. Where are the fast decks? Konami, you steal my replays, and then you make me do live duels against Christian. Why? So that's 5. Do you have a level 4 tuner in your 30 card deck? Wouldn't be too absurd at 30 cards. I have also run level 4 tuners in a Christian deck here. He's going with the Sulfaneer. That's gonna be, what, a level 7? He's trying to Black Rose the field or something. Not quite sure. We're not going to worry about it too much because we have our Silent Sword Slash, guys. So we could survive even a Black Rose wipe. But I mean, if he had a Black Rose wipe, he should have did that way longer ago. So I don't really know where he's going with this. I think it's time to bring out the Rocket Warrior. What do you guys think? We can keep the Floodgate for our boy. Come on, man. You're not going to use those back row. You've already proven that. Okay. So now, just getting over Christian special summons. It's maintenance. It's a chore. Wait, let's do some math. We have 800 plus 1500 plus 500 is 2800. Not enough. So swing into the Sentry. Come on, man. Come on. He has a damaged Step Trap. What damage Step Trap do you have, my friend? Maybe something here, and he wants... But it's like, why wouldn't he have used it before? Can you use Christian Impact in the damage step? I don't see why he'd be able to. Drop me from this duel. Oh my goodness. Konami, I hate you. Okay, boy is really delaying this. We're gonna have to worry about decking out here in a moment. It's already been a 16-minute duel, guys. For me. Okay, finally draws his card. He's using that bootleg obelisk sleeve and a Jinzo style mat. So here he's using scrap recycler. It's really just wasting my time. Really bad. Because it's like you should have a clear and concise path of how you get over that 2800 monster. It's you either have the out or you don't. So maybe he has to draw into it or something weird. Draw into a lava golem. But Thirst Burn ain't gonna help. So I hope he gets a point, like, get your Corian Gandrix already, dude. Summon something so I can use some back row and win this duel. He literally hasn't produced a threat to my field. Come on, man. I'm gonna OTK you. I guess not. You got rid of the scrap recycler. Okay, 7. Do you have another Citri? Come on, man. If you had a Black Rose, you could have Black Rose so long ago. This guy is tilting you guys. Like, come on. Come on. Why you waste my time? Where was this Black Rose play so long ago? Where was it? Where was the Black Rose play? Like, dang, man. You had that 2 turns ago. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So now we're gonna chain to it. We're gonna be protected from it. He would need to chain like a Treacherous or Forbidden Lance will work too. But maybe if we banish it first. I don't think it really does anything, but we don't need this one. Forbidden Lance, terrible. So push on impact. I don't think that's really gonna do much. Because whatever he special summons, it's gonna be Amatrix, but I think that'll special summon another tuner. Go. So please, dude, just get out of my way now. Just get out of my way. Why do you do this? Great play, bro. Great play. Great play. Fantastic play. What effect do I have in my graveyard? Oh, I know what I have, and I'll use it too. Banish that. Add a new boy. Maybe we won't use him though, because we don't really need to use him. Ay, Dios mío, these plays. Crazy. We will use him. Like, why didn't he use that Black Rose forever ago? You're just gonna special summon. I think my search when it's destroyed something. Oh, it's a rival. Okay. He only has 1 card left in his extra deck though. So hopefully he can't do anything with 1 top deck. We'll see though. Like, just top deck a spell card. Top deck another Forbidden Lance. Just leave it alone. One card in your extra deck. I can't believe believe how long this duel is. This is exactly what I was talking about when I said I don't have time to do this. But I had replays. I had so many replays. So annoying, so annoying. This is what I talk about when I talk about someone who's not playing to win, someone who's just playing to not lose. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna draw because I feel like we've already won, unless he top decked a Kairoid. Unless his Ryan is live. No, the Ryan's not live. Bro, please, go away. So over this guy. And then you scoop. Wow. Oh, tilty day today, guys. So I got one. Didn't use the skill. I'm gonna see if it even lets me save the replay. It won't, guys. So ridiculous. This guy's a joke. Why you waste my time with the 4? Sorry, guys. Super tilty, as you can tell, because of Konami's replay bug. Hope you guys still enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed my tilty rants here while we did. And I'll figure out a way around it that's a little more smooth. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, here's Yugi Muto. Going for a mirror match. It's definitely not the same deck. Super annoying. They don't even give you my super match. I mean, you're really on edge here, Konami, for a box day. So here we special summon our Silent Swordsman. First off, a Floodgate and a Karma Cut. Karma Cut's not live, obviously. Your opponent tries to use Dark Magical Circle. You really can't do that against Silent Swordsman because you wouldn't be able to. Or no, I think you can use the second one now that it's negated. I think they changed that with recent changes. So anyway, just negating that Dark Magical Circle helps Brick a Dark Magician. He's set plenty, which may have saved him, but we use our Silent Sword Slash regardless. Usually you're going to want to chain it to back row. You don't want to use it and then let your opponent chain to it, because that's how you ruin it. But clearly not what he did there. The Silent Swordsman effect was enough to do that in the first place. So didn't really get to showcase the skill, which was what I was trying to do. I did have the replays, but Konami ruined them, so I don't know how we can spread the word on this bug. Are you guys experiencing the same bug? Try to save some replays. I'll try it on Steam. It's such a joke. Konami is such a joke of a company. I hope they really don't think this game's popular because they do a good job. It's pretty much just as it has the Yu-Gi-Oh brand on it, but get it together, Konami. Very, very terrible. So hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless, and thanks for sticking with me, and thanks again, guys.